Hello, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. And hopefully today with our bets and your bets, it's going to be another profitable day for you. Saturday, January 25th. So no football on today as we've gotten past the college football playoff. And now we've got just 3 games left, total left in the NFL season. But guess what? We do have a boatload of basketball. And I'm talking monster slate in the NBA, full slate in college as well. Let's get to it as we've got a bunch of games to get through. Couple games early. We're not on yet, but the interesting games. NC State getting 3 at home against SMU. SMU coming off a loss at home against Louisville where they got beat by seems like 100. Pittsburgh, Syracuse. Syracuse really fallen this much. They're getting 7.5 at home against Pittsburgh. And that one there. So some interesting, like I said, some interesting games there kind of early that we're not particularly on, but interesting enough anyway. 1:30 Eastern Time, Michigan State, Rutgers. So Rutgers, obviously, with the 2 diaper dandies, they have been, they come as advertised. The problem is 2 against 5 normally don't work. The rest of the team has not really kind of contributed the way they hope to as well on this one here. This line has moved a little bit. We actually grabbed this last night. Michigan State at laying 6 on the road, but this line has moved a little bit beneficial if you like Michigan State here. 5.5 is currently where the line's at. 149.5 total. We played Michigan State -3 first half and -6 for the game. Next game up for us, Iowa State, Arizona State. So this line's been back and forth between 9.5, and 10. We did grab this at 10. It is at 2 o'clock Eastern Time. We really like Arizona State here at home. Iowa State, I'm an alma mater, right? So, but they are a really good basketball team. I think 10's a little bit too much on the road here. So give us ASU plus 5.5 first half and plus 10 for the game. Also, a game, for some reason, we can't find the Mississippi State game. I thought that was going off a little bit earlier here. It is 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Mississippi State on the road, South Carolina. South Carolina's definitely had a down season from last season on the men's side. 6.5. Current line on that, that's where we got Mississippi State at. We really like them in this spot here. -3.5 first half and -6.5 for the game. Next game up. As like I said, there are a boatload of games today. Another interesting one is like Bradley as well, laying the 8.5 at home against Illinois State, a team we've been paying attention to all season long. And let's get down to the next game, shall we? Like I said, it's a full slate today, so just getting through the amount of games on there. Boston College in North Carolina is another one of those interesting ones. Boston College, I know is bad, but North Carolina hasn't been anything outstanding, and North Carolina's laying 19 at home. Another one we're considering playing at 2:30 Eastern Time, Kentucky Vandy. Vandy getting 2 at home, but we are on this game here, 2:30 Eastern Time, Texas A&M and Texas. 1-point spread, this game in Austin, 141.5 total. We like Texas in this spot here. This is another unranked team favored at home against a ranked team. Texas money line first half. Texas money line for the game. So, like I said, those type of matchups you really want to watch out for. They haven't been as profitable, I think, this year compared to years past, but definitely still those matchups that you want to take advantage of when you can. Next game up, we have another game to look at. It's Colorado, Arizona, as Arizona's been playing a lot better as well lately. Georgia, Florida, we looked at that one quite a bit. Couldn't find much of an edge at 10.5 there with Florida at home. Same thing with Oregon, Minnesota, although that line has come down to 4. But at 4 o'clock Eastern Time, Drake on the road at Missouri State in Springfield. Missouri State, folks, they're really bad. Drake is the best team probably in the Missouri Valley. They've had a couple blips on the radar, but overall have been really strong so far this season. Drake -4.5 first half, and Drake -8 for the game. And as we scroll through the remainder here, TCU, UCF, another Big 12 matchup, 4 o'clock Eastern Time. UCF at home. Current line's at 4. This line's moved about 0.5 point so far, but really like UCF in this spot. TCU has a hard time making shots, period, especially on the road. UCF does not struggle normally in the score department, so UCF -2 first half, -3.5 for the game. UCF -2 first half and 3.5 for the game in that one. As we scroll through the remainder of the college basketball, like I said, there are a boatload of games. There's a lot of big SEC games at night as well, so something to keep an eye on. We got a full day, 4:30 Eastern time, Duke, Wake Forest. All right, Duke has been on fire, no question about it. Cooper Flagg is definitely the number one pick in the draft. They've got a solid ball club, and they've been playing well. Wake Forest has actually played pretty well. The ACC is way down, folks. Let's just be honest. Compared to the SEC and the Big 12 are definitely the two premier conferences this year. Big 12's been there for a long time. SEC's coming a long way with multiple ranked teams. But in this spot here, I just think Duke on the road. I think Duke still wins this game. I just don't know if they cover the number. It's went from 10.5 to 11. I thought it might sleep the other way, so we took it at 10.5 last night. But give us Wake Forest in this one, plus 5.5 first half and plus 10.5 for the game. Baylor, Utah is another one to look at that 4:30 window Eastern time. Like Baylor in that spot, we did not play them yet, but Utah relies a ton on the threes. So if they're not hitting threes from a couple of their guys, good opportunity there. Same thing at 5 o'clock Eastern. We like Clemson v. Tech. That game's another game we looked at there. Just didn't quite make the cut. One game that did make the cut, though, 6 o'clock Eastern time, Missouri hosting Ole Miss in Columbia. This line's gone up to 3. Let's be honest here. If this game's on a neutral court, I like Ole Miss in this spot. No question about it. Missouri's played pretty damn well. A lot better than expectations, I think, so far for this season. But laying 3 in this one, I actually like Missouri money line. We paid the additional juice to get it. So give us Missouri money line first half and Missouri money line for the game. Next game up, also another 6 o'clock Eastern time game. Kansas State at home against West Virginia. K-State, the unranked team, favored by 1.5. West Virginia getting 1.5 on the road. West Virginia's had some good games. Most of those have been at home. On the road, it's definitely been a little bit of a struggle for them. 134.5 total in this one. And we're going to take another one here. Kansas State, money line first half, money line for the game. One more time, Kansas State, money line first half and game. And then we get to the later games here as we get through the rest of the schedule. Kansas, Houston. You're not going to find too many times in your life where KU is going to be a home dog against Houston. Now, Houston's played them extremely tough throughout the years. Something weird seems to happen in this game, though, when it's at Fog Allen. 6:30 Eastern time. Give us Kansas here at home, home dog. We'll take a money line first half and money line for the game. Not too many opportunities where we're going to get, plus money on Kansas at home just to win the game straight up in that one. And as we continue to scroll through this, like I said, it is a monster list of basketball. If you are basketball, this is your week. This is your Saturday right here. There is basketball from tip to toe. I mean, it's crazy, crazy, crazy. UConn, Xavier, 8 o'clock Eastern time. At Xavier here. Xavier at home, laying 2. Another unranked team favored against a ranked team at home. Give us Xavier in this spot. We'll just take the line out of it and give us the money line in this one as well. Xavier money line first half. Xavier money line for the game. And the biggest matchup of the night, or of the day, Tennessee and Auburn. I thought this line was going to move. It has moved. It is at, 8:30 Eastern time as well. Tennessee was 6.5 point dog, now down to 5.5 in a lot of books. Give us Tennessee plus the 3.5 first half, plus 6.5 for the game on that one as well. So Oklahoma, Arkansas is another one. Actually, would look for, if you're looking to play that game, like leaning towards Oklahoma plus the points there. Grand Canyon, Utah Tech, as Grand Canyon makes their run to try to get into the tournament this year. I do like GCU in that spot on the road. They've played a lot better as of late in that one there. All right, there we're through our college basketball side, and there was a ton of those plays. Now let's get into the NBA. Paris games continue. Game 2 between Pacers and Spurs. Spurs, after beating the Pacers by 30 in the first game on Thursday, Saturday turns around. They're a 2-point dog, 232.5 total. just player props for us in this one. I thought we'd catch Wemby. He hooked us on the last one. And now all of a sudden his points, everything went down. So now they're forcing us to go back to Wemby over after his 0 for January on over points. But give us Wemby 28 plus points, 35 plus points, 4 plus threes, 5 plus threes, and Wemby at 45 plus par. Not a lot else we like in that game besides Wemby. To be really honest, I kind of expect the Pacers to win. It's hard to win back-to-back games when they just played each other a couple days ago in that one. So if we had a lean anyway, it'd probably be the Pacers laying the 2 or the money line there. But we'll take the Wemby chances. He continues to play in France and show off his stuff. 3:10 Eastern Time, Nuggets, T-Wolves. So if you were part of our Discord or show, you know that this is going to be a big game for us in the NBA as the Jokic, Sabonis, and Giannis double-double continues. 25 out of 26 times so far this season. They all three play again today. Even though that parlay is not playing plus money, that parlay don't miss. And, of course, the Nuggets having Jokic in this game here against the T-Wolves in Minneapolis. This one here, with just player props for us in this one. We're going to play Ant-Man 28 plus points, 4 plus threes, and 5 plus threes. Jokic 2 plus threes and 13 plus rebounds in that one. Jokic has been a little shy on the scoring part, but he's been putting up monster numbers rebound and assist-wise. So he stayed away from the points there, but maybe he gets a couple threes off. It is plus money for 2 plus threes. Remember when just a month ago, this was minus 200 for 2 threes, as he has definitely slowed down on his attempts from the three-point line. Gobert does not travel out there, though. He should be able to get off a lot of open shots from out there. Next game up in the NBA, 5:40 Eastern Time, Celtics, Mavs. Celtics coming off that beaten by the Lakers, as the Lakers couldn't miss. Now they go to Dallas, take on the Mavericks. Hopefully Porzingis plays in both games. I will tell you this, if you're looking for a little bit of edge here, if you like the Mavs now, take it before, if Porzingis doesn't play the back-to-back, this line will go down probably closer to 5. So if you like the Mavs in this spot, grab them now at 8. We just player props for us in this one. We're hoping Porzingis plays, as he is obviously a big portion of what we do daily. Porzingis 19 plus points, 2 plus threes, 3 plus threes. We like Kyrie today quite a bit as well, going against his old team in the Celtics. 25 plus points, 3 plus threes, 4 plus threes. Well, also, because Kyrie's got to handle the ball so much, 3 plus turnovers in that one. Next game up, we've got at 4:10 Eastern Time, Heat and the Nets. Let's do yourself a favor here. No Jimmy Butler again today. The Nets are just god-awful to watch. I mean, even the Suns destroyed them by 20-plus points on the road. I don't like the line here. 9 seems like a lot for this Heat team to cover, and I can't trust Brooklyn to keep the damn thing within 20 points anymore, so stay away game for us between the Nets and the Heat. Next game up, though, we are on this one. Pelicans and Hornets, 7:10 Eastern Time. Pelicans on the road at Charlotte. Of course, LaMelo Ball, not on the injury report last night once again, and all of a sudden is sitting out. Thank you very much. The NBA right now, if you're an NBA bettor, the only way to really bet anything is like 15 minutes before the game starts. It's getting really frustrating for cappers to have all these void bets at a time. Put them on the injury report if you're thinking about sitting them. That's all we're asking for. We're not asking for, light years and, a bunch of extra information. It's getting ridiculous. They're getting as bad as college on hiding when guys are playing. Oh, you got hurt during warm-ups. Bullshit. It's really frustrating to have quite a bit of wood out there, so to speak, in dollars, and all of a sudden, guess what? They're void. Yeah, I understand we get it back, but that's not the point. I might have played something else, especially if I know there's a possibility of not playing. Anyway, in this Hornets game, just player props for us in this one as well against the Pelicans. LaMelo under 30.5 points, under 45.5 par, under 5.5 rebounds, and under 4.5 threes. DeJounte Murray, 17 plus points, 2 plus threes. Almost forgot there. LaMelo, 4 plus turnovers. If he decides to play today, the kid, he's not in his 30s. Why is he not playing back-to-backs? Is he hurt? He's not on the injury report. You know, this is where the NBA needs to step in and tell these teams exactly what the hell they're going to do. Next game up, 7:10 Eastern time as well. Pistons Magic in Orlando. The way Orlando's been shooting, it's hard to take them for anything at the moment. Pistons have actually played pretty decently here. Jalen Suggs looks like he's coming back tonight as well. We do like the Pistons in this spot. We don't have many sides or totals tonight, but we do like the Pistons. Money line first quarter, money line first half, money line for the game at plus money. Cade Cunningham, 25 plus points. Cade, just continue to shoot the ball. Your team wins games. 39 plus par, points, assists, rebounds for Cade, and 2 plus threes. We're also going to play Paulo Banchero for 4 plus turnovers in that one as well. Now, I will say this. The Magic shot god-awful the other night. I don't expect them to shoot that bad again, but until they can prove with getting everybody back that they can make this thing work, which they should be able to. I just think it's going to take a few games for it to adjust. So we're going to try to make a little bit of coin on them while they're getting reacquainted with everybody after the injuries. Next game up, 7:40 Eastern time, Rockets and the Cavs. Cavs get Donovan Mitchell had a big night last night. Cavs get a good win. It took them a while. They were hanging around, actually, they took a loss, my bad on that one. Couldn't seem to figure out how to punch them out. Just player props for us. And this one, Jalen Green, 20 plus points for the Rockets, 25 plus points, 3 plus threes, 4 plus threes. Darius Garland, 7 plus assists. He snuck that one in late last night. So he had 6 for a majority of the damn game, it seemed like, and then snuck the 7th one, 8 in late for us. And then Donovan Mitchell, who has figured out his shooting woes, 25 plus points. He comes off a 34-point game. We're also going to play him for 30 plus points. And then we'll play him for 4 plus threes and 5 plus threes as he's heated up from the three-point line. And then Sengun for the Rockets, 10 plus rebounds. Next game up for us, Kings, Knicks, 7:40 Eastern time as well. Kings on the road, Madison Square Garden in this one. Knicks favored by 5.5, 233.5. In this one, player props again. De'Aaron Fox under 22.5 points. He has been an under machine on points for multiple months, and the book's still refusing to put him in the teens, probably where he needs to be. So we're going to continue to try to take advantage of that line under 22.5 points. Sabonis has been scoring the ball and shooting the three ball well, so 20 plus points for us on Sabonis. Sabonis for 1 plus 3 and 2 plus threes as well in that one. So just a few player props in there. Nothing on the Knicks, as we're getting a little tired of the inconsistency from the Knicks on what is their offensive plan, as they don't seem to have much of one. Raptors, Hawks, 7:40 Eastern time in Atlanta. Atlanta favored by 4. Just another player prop game for us here. Scotty Barnes, 8 plus rebounds. We stayed away from the points as his point total is starting to creep to like 23. It's a little high for us for Barnes. We like him better when he's in the high teens or at 20. Then we've got Trae Young for 11 plus assists. That's a light night for Trae. Normally he's been at 12, 13 lately, so to get him at 11, I'm pretty happy with that one there. Next game up, 76ers and the Bulls in Chicago. No Joel Embiid again. What a shocker that is, right? As the 76ers continue their march to not make even the frickin' play-in. And the Bulls, anybody figure this team out? 231.5 total. The Bulls seem like they want to just shoot, not really play too much, team ball or defense. And this one, just player props for us in this particular matchup as well. So we're going to play Maxey for 29 plus points and Tyrese Maxey 3 plus threes in that one. Just a couple of props. Next game up, Jazz and the Grizzlies at 8:10 Eastern time. Jazz getting 11 on the road, 245.5. God knows if Ja Morant's going to play. It's just one of those games again. It's like Keontae George has had some really nice moments for the Jazz, but they don't seem to give him consistent minutes. I don't know if it's because he turns the ball over too much, which he does. With Markkanen and Sexton, I think Keontae George is kind of the guy that can kind of blow up for 30 plus points on that team and shoot well from the three-point line, but he does turn the ball over. But they seem to punish him for that. So a stay away game for us on that one as well. Then we move to 8:40 Eastern time. Lakers, Warriors in San Fran at the Oracle, right? And somehow the Lakers are favored. Okay. Lakers, who were a bad road team at the start of the season, have played a little bit better. Warriors have been extremely inconsistent. A lot of it has to do with missing pieces all the time. Kuminga's out, Green's out. Curry's not Curry from 5 years ago. But just player props for us in this one. Curry, 25-plus points, 30-plus points, 5-plus threes, as he tends to show up on the nights against the Lakers. And AD for 24-plus points in that one. Next game up, 9:10 Eastern Time. Let's see, Wizards and the Suns. Can the Suns have a little easier stretch here with the Nets and the Wizards? They were in bad shape, but you play the Nets and the Wizards, all of a sudden, you get a couple wins in a row, and everybody thinks you've righted the ship. Suns favored by 14 at home, 232 total in this one. Just player props for us one more time. We'll give you Poole, 20-plus points. We're also going to play Poole for 4-plus threes and 5-plus threes. Sarr, maybe get Rookie of the Year this year, 10-plus points. Ryan Dunn for the Suns at 9-plus points in that one there. And then the last game of the night, Bucks, Clippers. Bucks have been one of the hottest teams the last 10. I believe won 8 out of their last 10. Getting 3 on the road at the Clippers. The Clippers have played a lot better than anticipated. Kawhi's still not doing a bunch, as it's been a lot of James Harden and Norman Powell in this one. But this one should be an interesting game. Late game of the night. Should be a pretty decent game, though, I think, between the Bucks and the Clippers here. No side or total, just a bunch of player props again. Harden, 4-plus turnovers. I couldn't believe it was at 4. Let's take full advantage of this one as he comes off like a 6-turnover game in his last one. Harden, 3-plus threes. Giannis, 12-plus rebounds. Now, to get to the 2 parlays that have been making money for us all season long. Giannis, Jokic, Sabonis, double-double. I understand the 3 of them together, minus 171, 80 is probably where you're going to find it, maybe minus 190 depending on your book. It's been, like I said, 25 out of 26 times when they played together. Giannis, Jokic, Sabonis, double-double. Then we throw in Porzingis, 2-plus threes to get this thing to plus money as well. Porzingis has been firing the ball as well. The only thing that I will caution you on that 4-leg there, just make sure Porzingis is playing. Otherwise, you just end up with the 3 again that you already got. All right, so we just went through a ton of bets. How do we get a chance to take a look at those? No problem. We've got them posted in multiple spots online, TikTok and YouTube channel pages, as well at the end of every episode on YouTube. It's docs.google.com/spreadsheet. A bunch of other stuff behind it. Click on that link. Go to the basketball 2024-2025 tab. Scroll down to January 25th. You'll be able to see all the bets that we made, what juice we got those at, how many units we wagered, what book we placed them at as well. And then obviously once the game's over, the results, right? So check all of those out when you get some time. Do you like the content that you're seeing and like to see some more? We'd love to have you along for the ride. All you need to do is hit follow or subscribe, depending on the social media platform you're watching us on, and we'll show up in your follow or subscriptions tab. Or make life simple for yourself and just turn on those notifications for that social media platform, and you'll get a notification sent to your phone or device when we drop a new episode of Bets. Also, private Discord channel available for all of you out there. If you're new to sports wagering or experienced, want to make some money, need maybe some fresh ideas, it costs a few bucks a month to join the Discord. There's, well over 100 people in there to kind of help you out as well. I mean, obviously you got a couple cappers in there and a bunch of people that are interested in the same thing that you are, sports wagering and making money at it and how to do it. So, for example, we do put these out for the public eventually, but the Discord channels had these for several hours to get ahead of line moves, juice moves, all that kind of fun stuff. They had the college basketball, in fact, last night. And when it comes to football, they've had the football bets for multiple days now. So when it comes for championship weekend. So if you want to get ahead of everything and get some help along the way, there's nothing wrong with wanting to get help. When you're spending money, let's try to make some money. That's what we help you do. All you have to do is subscribe to us through TikTok at Sports Bets for free. Once you do that, we will send you an invite to the Discord, and then you'll be able to check everything out there as well. We do appreciate everybody's support as always, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode.